Good morning. I'm Janie Parrish with the Wadsworth Area Chamber of Commerce, and today we're zooming into business with Kevin B. Miller, and that's not B. period Miller. It is B. Miller, all one word. I wanted to make sure we said that correctly. Yeah. And good morning, Kevin.
Good morning to you, Jane. Thank you for having me, and excited to be a part of this Wadsworth Chamber, and just look forward to what it can bring. So,
Oh, good. Well, Kevin is the vice president or the vice president of the director of logistics. How'd I do on that one, Kevin?
all good. I hold a lot of titles here. So,
Okay, good. And with Revolution Trucking, and you're located right down the street from the Wadsworth Chamber, so right at the bottom of the Main Street Hill.
that is correct. Actually, across from the old match factory.
Oh, boy. So that used to be called the Injector.
Correct.
Yeah, okay. Well, tell us, what does Revolution Trucking do?
Perfect. So, Revolution Trucking was started approximately a little over 2 years ago, which is a great thing. We started out in Seville, and we bring over 100 years of logistics and transportation experience from, our leaders, myself, and everybody else included. We actually have three business units I like to talk about. So we are Revolution Trucking is our main stake, which we have our own trucks, we run truckload, but we also have Revolution Transport, which is what we call in our world a freight brokerage. It's a 3PL, which is a third party logistics where we're with everybody. I'll mention something, somebody like Roar is another great Wadsworth recognized company.
Yes.
There's somebody that do not have their own trucks, so they require outsourced trucking, and they come to people like us. And Roar's unique too because they actually have multiple locations across the United States and into Mexico. So it's a great way that we provide transportation management for them and help all of the locations kind of come into one. And we work with their Wadsworth main headquarters right there. The last part is the Revolution supply chain. So the piece with that is I'm kind of a tech person and enjoy that world. We do a lot of IT asset management where you have hospitals that have data servers. Pretty much, we ship, we move, we truck, and that's what it is, and it's from small to large. We help friends and family out with parcel, and to anything, to overseas, by ship, by plane, equipment moves, and just things like that. It's exciting. It's not something that I started as, but the unique thing and why I mentioned it with the Wadsworth Chamber is I'm a Wadsworth graduate. Another partner is we're pretty much 95% Wadsworth. And that was the cool thing about, we just got this new space. We actually moved in about 3 weeks ago. We took some time to renovate it and make it more modern, get it to where we need it to be. And we're just excited to be here and, be a part of the city as well. So
Now, tell us why you love what you do, Kevin.
definitely. So, work-life balance is something that I believe for myself, and I believe for the whole team as well. To get everybody to enjoy what they're doing, you got to respect, what they do in their own time. And I think that's huge because we've all worked, maybe we have, a lot of us have worked in places that, they don't feel the same about, employees' livelihood and their outside thoughts and mental health and way more than just the day-to-day operations. I look at people that we bring on, I look at my leadership team, I look at everything to treat others. And, that's why we like to come to work. We love to come to work, and that's that's what excites me the most, is seeing other people, get to that. And then ultimately building relationships with our customers and, giving them a lot of these, to get into my world, a lot of these shipments are time critical shipments.
Okay.
So we actually make people's day. It's something, hey, we picked up on time, we made it safely, and we delivered on time. So it's rewarding in that essence too, which is really cool. And it's just, and I'm excited. I love to see the opportunity for growth too. It's like I say, in a little over 2 years, it has been very exciting growth. Let's just say that. We're not always satisfied, but at the same time, we have big goals. And even through the pandemic, I might as well mention that a little bit too. We, after a year of this, truck drivers, transportation, keeping manufacturing alive, keeping products on the shelves at grocery stores, keeping products, stocked in hospitals. other very time critical pieces, even all the way down to the vaccine. We've had truckloads of those. That it shows the importance of that simple truck that you see on the highway and road when you're driving. Like that one truckload could be carrying what you need or what I need, and it needs to get there on time and safely. So it's been a testament to the drivers for staying safe, taking on protocols. And then at the same time, our team, everybody went remote. We have a unique office setup. We're able to be spread apart nicely. We actually did socially distance and stay together. We did not go 100% remote. We did have some remote workers, as far as like business development and sales and some teams that I have elsewhere. But as far as a core group, we came together each day and continued to plow through it. I mean, there were some challenges, but ultimately, I believe we're coming out on the other side, and we've been successful at that. So I think that's exciting to see. And I know it's been a challenge for a lot of people in a lot of industries. And it just shows the power that, if trucks don't move, people don't get what they need. So it's almost as simple as that. So.
Wow. Now, I think a lot of times, especially with the pandemic, you lose sight of all of the essential businesses that are out there. And so it's good to have a refresher course on trucking, because you don't think about it. I mean, most people don't. You think about it all the time, Kevin. But I'm serious. You pass a truck on a highway and you don't realize what's behind them. What they're carrying and where they're going and the importance of it. So it's a good refresher course for all of us. But I did want to ask, why did you choose to move your business to Wadsworth?
That's a good question. Like I mentioned, we came from Seville prior, and being Wadsworth, born and bred, so to say. Like I have something, not just myself, but some other leaders, that I wanted the value of our company to be in our city. To be, we like Wadsworth's vision. We like the leaders in Wadsworth. We respect them. We have good relationships with them. And we just wanted to bring that next, call it a small business, call it a big business, whatever it might be. We just wanted to show that we can provide some value and jobs as well, to the Wadsworth community. And I think that's a big, it's a big focus as we grow too, to give back. And, if we're 10 miles away, why not be right here? So we kind of made that, and Seville worked out for all of us at first. It was a great facility. And then it's just, as we expanded, we needed a little extra space and places to park our trucks. And it's just been great here so far. So.
And how many people do you employ?
Okay, so in here on a day-to-day basis is about 10, and that's your full-time staff. But then as far as business development goes outside, I actually like them not to be here. So we have Denver location, we have a Florida location, we actually have a Cleveland location that works out of the Dominican Republic, which is funny. Wow. Because they have a great setup that Chris, the guy that works here, he takes the team down there, and they're super grateful for it. They can work remote. They speak very good English, which is always important, but they also speak Spanish. So it's a little bit that I leverage, that way, if there is ever that bilingual need, because those are for our mass outreach. When I say business development, it's about reaching new targets, new prospects, and that takes work. It takes multiple calls, it takes multiple touches, emails, finding the right person. And for me, I know that, I believe that that's the essence of continuing to grow. You'll hear me use the word in this world, pipeline, a lot of people in different businesses. It's, pipeline, having a full is your network of people that you can continuously work to bring on new customers. Because if we just stay with our current customer base, it's great, but then we flatline, and we stay at the success that we're at right now. And we all have, some bigger overarching goals to, grow, provide our customers with the best possible solution, and then give our employees the chance to grow, and then ultimately grow in Wadsworth, and, expand and offer jobs. And that's why I like to mention that we do employ people from Wadsworth. We have some from elsewhere, but it's a strong resume check mark if you come from Wadsworth here. It's just, it's a good relationship thing. So.
Oh, Kevin, how can people find you?
Sure. So I'm also somebody that believes in a good presence. I mean, we have our main, like I mentioned with Revolution Trucking, is why we're in the chamber with this name. That is our website. So it's www.revolutiontrucking.com. And then also on Facebook at Revolution Trucking. LinkedIn is another, big platform for business exposure, business promotions. So we are on LinkedIn as well with Revolution Trucking, and then personally, myself, and then also, there are little pieces and parts that, we advertise through it, but mainly the social media sites, the website, obviously the great link through the Wadsworth Chamber, so you can click on us that way. And even with jobs and such, there's a tab on our website as well. You just click on it and it's jobs. It comes directly to a jobs email. So if you are curious at all about, logistics career, like I always say, this is an industry that, knock on wood, I believe is not going anywhere. Trucks have to move. It's something they really can't automate. I mean, Amazon tries, but that's a long ways down the road. I'm always a big fan of industry that is, recession proof, pandemic proof. It all comes with the challenges, but we're excited for the growth and, excited to reach out and be able to provide jobs and some value to the city. So it's, and we look forward even more as, I like how the chamber, throws different events out there and different things as the pandemic and things start to open back up, that our presence is only, short-lived here, but, we expect a larger presence on, giving back to youth sports is something we will definitely do. So you'll see us on jerseys on the youth football field and the youth lacrosse teams and things like that. I know Brian, another one of our partners as well, is heavily involved in coaching youth football and then his kids in lacrosse. And it's just a nice way to give back, because we're all athletes too, for the most part here. So we always understand what it felt like to have somebody's name on our jersey, and we like it. So those are the little small things. So
those are pretty big things, truly. And I just wanted to let you know, Kevin Bemiller from Revolution Trucking, that should you need somebody to go to the Dominican Republic, just, on the fly, I'm your girl.
There you go.
Oh, well, thank you so much. This was extremely interesting. I love your passion for this, and thank you for all that you do.
Thank you very much for having me.
Absolutely.